rent out rooms.
I do. I told her that things were getting rough and everything was just getting too much. She went on a scissor rampage, cutting cords to my appliances, my vacuum, my lamp, my elliptical machine.
Could you be quiet?
I have a cow collection, and she smashed them.
Stop jabbering. The case is relatively simple, and you are the primary leaseholder on a 3-bedroom house.
Correct.
And you've had that for a while?
Almost 2 years.
And you rent out rooms?
I do.
How many?
I have 1 room, and there are 2 to be rented out.
And you have permission from the owner of the property pursuant to your lease to do that?
Correct.
You rented a room to the defendant as your claim that you caused some damage. She said that you illegally evicted her and damaged some of her property. So I have a couple of questions. First, tell me where you live.
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
When did the defendant rent a room from you?
Best of my knowledge, it started in July of 2023.
Do you know when you started to rent the room?
August.
August 1st?
August 1st.
And what was the rent?
$525.
And she had security deposit?
She did with the homeowner.
Of how much?
$750.
And that was held by the owner of the house?
Yes.
In addition to the $750 security deposit, did you also have a month's rent?
No.
No. So it was just a $750 security deposit?
It was not a $750 security deposit.
Wait, show me.
I only have it in words. I have it on words on a video from the landlord himself. But
Who was this?
this is my witness who also lives in the house.
Okay. When did you decide that you no longer wanted Miss De La Rosa to be in the house?
April of this year, she had lost her job. So between April and August, it was just a disarray in the house. It was uncomfortable.
Okay. So when she first moved in on August 1st, things were fine. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. Things were okay.
They were hilly. Yep, they were okay here and there.
Miss De La Rosa, what kind of work did you do?
I worked at a T-shirt place.
Are you still working there?
No.
Okay, so I don't care. And that was your primary source of income. Do you have any other source of income?
SSI and SSDI.
And how much do you get from SSI?
Combined, it's $974.
Okay, having trouble in April. And what happened in April?
Well, prior to April, we've had just a relationship.
I don't care.
It was,
I don't care.
rocky,
I want to know what the
in
case...
April, she lost her job. And that had nothing to do with me except for like April, May, June, and July. There was like no money coming in. So
Did she still pay her rent?
she did not pay her rent in May or June.
Yes, I did.
No, sorry, June or July.
Your
of
Honor,
May.
yes, I did.
Shh, shh. Did she usually pay her rent by check?
Cash.
Cash? Cash. Did you give her a receipt?
No, but we never had a problem. I just gave it to the landlord. She would give me the cash. I would write a check to the landlord.
So
all in full.
In June, she did not pay rent?
No.
Go ahead.
May, I told her that things were getting rough and like the fighting, everything was just getting too much. I want to evict you. I want you out. And she said no. So I said, okay. I went down to the courthouse when I could. Like I worked 3 jobs this summer.
Did she have
so
a
when
lease?
I went,
Did she have a lease?
kind of, sort of.
What do you mean?
The
There's
lease
no
changed.
Listen to me.
The
There's no
lease changed.
Shh. There's no kind of sort of lease. Did she have a lease?
There's a lease involved.
Okay.
Yes.
May I see it, please?
Yes. The landlord gave us
Just
like leeway.
Okay, well, sort of. She didn't sign this. I'm looking to see if she signed this. No, this wasn't a lease that she signed. This was a lease that you signed with the owner of property, and it was designated that for the purposes of the agreement, the lease with you, she was designated. Stop looking at your phone and pay attention.
For proof of
Stop, pay attention. This lease is between you and the landlord, and it merely says that the people who are allowed to occupy the house are yourself, somebody else, and the defendant. So she was allowed to live in the house, but she never signed this lease.
Right.
Other than this, is there any lease that was had with her between either you or the landlord?
No.
No. Okay, so you went down to have her evicted. Go ahead.
So in May, I told her, and then I couldn't get there until June because of the times that they close at 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock, and I couldn't get there. So I finally get there in June.
Whatever agreement that you have was a verbal agreement. A lease is supposed to be in writing. I don't even know if you. I don't even. You have a lease with her.
No, I gave her the papers from the court.
whatever agreement you had with her was a verbal one, and you are not the owner of the property. So I first wonder whether you can evict her from the property since you're not the owner of the property. That's an interesting question. Go ahead.
I was able to. I thought the same thing, which is why I held off
I
not
don't
too long.
care what you thought.
Okay. Anyway, so I get here, I go to the magistrate.
You went down to file papers that became untenable in the house. I actually don't have a problem with that, as many of you know. If you're living in a place and it's a small house and it's not a big apartment building and you're not getting along with your roommate, you have to move. Okay, one of you has to move. You have a lease, you can't move, so you have to move. When she told you she wanted you to move, did you start looking for a new place?
Yes.
And?
I couldn't find a place because I have a Section 8, I got a Section 8 voucher and couldn't find anyone to accept it. Plus I had a dog, which hindered me from finding a place to live. So you have a pet and a voucher, and that wasn't easy to find a place.
Did you find a place to live?
Still haven't.
Where are you living now?
I'm sleeping on a couch in my grandkid's house.
Since when?
Ever since I left.
Okay, but you would agree that things in the house became tense.
Very.
Okay, so it's not a good idea that you be there.
Correct.
Right, so you had to leave. And April, she gave you April, May. When did you finally leave?
She gave me one.
When did you finally leave?
End of July.
Okay, so
August
she
4th.
asked you to leave in May. Was it April or May?
I was told to leave in August. It wasn't April or May.
You were told to leave in August.
Yes.
Is that when she served you with eviction
Yes.
papers?
I served her on June 30th.
I have the copy
May
of
I
it.
see it?
I have a copy of it right here.
Yeah, that's probably the same thing I have as well.
No, just a second, Kevin, from her.
These are what I have from the court. June 30th was the day I handed her the papers with a witness.
Would you show me anything here that gives the date that you're talking about? The only date that I'm seeing so far is July 23rd.
Okay, so
Not a so.
Okay,
Is there
the
anything
rules
here?
for the
Is there
magistrate-
anything here that says any date other than, I'm just looking at it, July 23rd?
she must have those then, because if I
That just a
handed them
sec-
to her, she has them now. The papers that I gave to her on June 30th.
That's-
You can get the papers anytime you want, ma'am, but they tell you you have to have a witness in order to serve them. So I had no witness until June 30th, where I called my landlord and said, you have to come here. That's what I'm
trying to explain to you.
Okay.
If it's not here, the only papers that you gave me indicate July 23rd. Kevin, now you can hand me what she has.
There you go.
Ms. De La Rosa.
Yes.
The notice of tenancy ended, and this is dated, what you gave me, June 30th.
Okay.
So you received this on June 30th.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. And you left on what date?
Like the end of July?
August 4th at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. So you left almost within the 30 days.
I asked for additional
Okay.
note.
Now, tell me what you're suing for. She left.
She left. Okay, so I did not know that after she left, I would find destruction left behind. And for instance, like, these are her bedroom that I had to like clean. And she went on a scissor rampage, which my witness is here for. My witness saw her cutting cords to my appliances, my vacuum. She poured water into my vacuum, and it shocked me.
Your Honor, that's not true.
Okay.
She destroyed an entire collection.
Well, I have to see.
I have it all here.
I
Right here. We had major problem with maggots in our kitchen, and I had to call for help on that one too.
Listen to me.
Yeah, we had a lot of problems.
Could you be quiet?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
You keep moving around papers so far. The only thing that you've said to me that has any quality whatsoever is that she at some point, you have a witness that at some point saw her vandalizing your cords to your electrical equipment. In all the nonsense that I heard, that's the only thing that has value. Now, what specific things do you allege that she damaged by cutting the cords?
Okay, my lamp,
Just a second.
my elliptical machine cord. That
May I see it?
Mm-hmm.
You have pictures of it?
The charger for my power brush for my bathroom, which
Just a second.
is gone.
I'm asking you what she cut the cords
these are
from.
them.
Is that what it is?
These are them.
Okay.
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
it. May I see it, please? Well, I have no idea what this is. I see that this is cut. I see this is cut. I don't know what this is. What is this?
I think that's just a larger photo of the black cord.
Well, so I have a lamp and I have this.
Yeah.
Okay, this I can't see what this is. Okay, stand up. Tell me your name, please.
Mary Smith?
Are you a tenant in the house?
Yes.
How long have you been a tenant?
Coming up close to a year.
She was there first.
Yes.
Now, at the time she moved out, plaintiff says you observed her cutting cords to electrical equipment.
Yes, only one.
One. Which one?
The lamp.
The lamp.
It's my lamp.
Tell me what you saw.
I walked out of my room getting ready to work. As I was leaving, I saw her cutting the cord to the lamp. I did assume it was her own personal belongings she was vandalizing. I didn't know it was Sarah's, but she was just cutting cords.
You saw her cut this cord.
Yes.
And based upon her outburst, she acknowledges that she cut the cord, but she said it's her lamp. Whose lamp is it?
It's mine.
It's mine.
Okay.
Your Honor,
I
may
bought
I?
it at a,
I have two. I
I bought it at a lamp at a yard
Just one
sale.
sec.
2 of them when I moved
Okay.
in.
That's not true. That's not true. They're my lamps. My friend gave them to me like
No,
when
they're
he
not.
was moving out
No,
of
they're
his
not.
apartment. And
Okay, so
that
I'm not
wasn't the only
interested. I'm
thing.
not interested in that.
Yeah.
Okay?
No, they're not.
Not interested in this, but your friend gave you a lamp.
But why would you say
What
that?
else? Stop jabbering. What? Anything else you have to tell me?
Oh, thank you.
By the way, on what date did you see this? No, don't look at her. Look at me.
I don't know a date.
Give me a month.
August,
Beginning, middle, or end?
beginning.
Was she in the process of moving out?
Yes.
Did she leave the lamp?
Yes.
Did you see her cut the cord to anything else?
No, ma'am.
What's next?
I have a cow collection that I've been collecting for 25 years, and she smashed them.
Okay, just a second.
And I have-
Shh, stop
Sorry.
talking. So you have a cow collection that was smashed. When was it smashed?
The day after she moved out is when I started seeing things.
Your Honor,
I found
I don't want to, please, I don't want to hear you. Did anybody witness her smashing
No.
your cows? No. Okay. Did
The
you
mice
smash?
ate it.
Shh. You know you're annoying me.
I'm sorry.
Your Honor, I've never seen it.
You know you're annoying me more. If you have no witnesses who observed her breaking something, and unless she confessed to breaking something, you have no evidence of her breaking it. What's next? And she left the lamp there, which would suggest to me that she didn't want you to use the lamp. Next.
all right, leaving the bedroom for me to have to
Cleaned
clean.
up.
Yep.
Okay, you cleaned up. Listen
I
to
had
me
to wreck the
carefully.
machine.
Listen to me carefully. I will see an invoice that you paid to clean up the bedroom. When you give me the Kevin, when you get me the invoice, also show me a picture of what she's complaining about.
There you go. They're both the same.
Thank you. What is this that you're showing to me?
I had to rent the carpet machine for $118 and then buy in Kroger, there's a Kroger receipt for all the materials I had to buy for the machine, like the liquid.
You rented this machine in March of 2024. Do you want to take a look at this?
Yes, but I mean, I have rented. Well,
Listen to me. I said, do you want to take a look at
Yes,
it? The answer
yes,
is either
yes,
yes,
yes.
or make it. Okay, so I'm going to make a circle around this for you to take a look at.
I have another picture.
Your Honor,
I don't want to hear from you yet. I know you have a counterclaim. I'm going to get to it.
I did rent it in March, but I also rented another one as soon as she left. Clearly, I had her
Just a
carpet
sec-
cleaned. I'm going to.
Just a second.
I-
Do you know what my problem is with you?
No.
You handed that to me.
Yeah, but it was
to
an
show me that you rented it after she moved out, and you rented it in March. She moved out in August. Okay, so
Can I show you from my phone?
No.
Like I have a picture of the machine
No.
with the carpet.
No.
Okay, I don't know why I got this one. I don't know where this one came from.
What's next? So far, I'm unimpressed.
Well, everything I have is something I can't prove that she
Well,
did.
if you can't
but that's
prove it, then you
But
have-
the rent,
do you understand?
The rent is the most important part. Is 2 months
Just-
of rent and 2 months of utilities.
Just a second. What was the rent when the last
I
month?
didn't pay the last month's rent, so
You
I let them
did-
keep my security deposit in place of.
Okay.
And I also have pictures of my bedroom and her bedroom.
Could I ask you to not say anything
Okay.
other than answering my questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. So you had $750 security deposit is what you said. And your rent was, at the time you left, $525. Okay, careful. Which 2 months do you allege
She did not
didn't
pay June or July, and I did not expect her to stay till August 4th.
June or July? Well, she didn't receive her security deposit back, so that covers a month's rent.
But it wasn't $750.
Well, I don't know that. and you don't have it. This is your burden, madam.
I understand.
You have a burden of proof.
But like I have it on video with words from the land. Like that's what I'm saying is like I have.
You don't have it. If it's not here, it doesn't exist.
Okay, doesn't exist.
Okay. Somebody renting her room now?
Yes.
Good. And when did that person come in? And what's the person's name?
Either the end of August or beginning of September. His name is Jason.
So at most, she owes a certain amount of money to the landlord. Maybe. I don't know. She has no lease with you.
I paid her rent. That's how the landlord.
She has no lease with you.
I know, but
okay. Anything else? So far, unimpressive. Now I'm coming to your counterclaim. Let's deal with the wrongful eviction. I don't think it was a wrongful eviction. I think that you didn't get along and you had to move out. That's it. Nobody wants to stay in a place where they're not happy. She's the primary leaseholder. It's the right thing for you to do is move. You stayed an extra couple of days. I'm not interested whether you stayed an extra couple of days. You're out. She had a tenant the very same month that you moved out. Money owed for the destruction of property. What property did she destroy?
She has the valve stems pulled out of my tires.
What?
She had the valve stems pulled out of my tires.
The valve stems pulled out of your tire.
Of my car.
On what date?
July 4th. I saw the gentleman pull up to my car.
You saw who pull up to
her
your car?
friend.
not my
Just
friend.
just a sec. Well, what are you suing her for?
Because her friend did it. Okay, well, she put sugar in the gas tank of my motorcycle.
What? Just a second. So you understand that you have no proof that she had anything to do with if your
it's her
tires got
friend.
flattened. It's your friend.
Sitting next to my car.
You know, we're not sitting having coffee here. This is a courtroom. I don't understand you people. So somebody else flattened your tire. You're suing her. Forget it now. Next.
Sugar in my gas tank.
Okay.
Of my motorcycle.
Okay. So it's your claim that she puts a substance in your gas tank.
Neighbor saw
On
her.
what date?
That was August 10th.
You left in August.
No, it
Before.
was July 10th then. It was July 10th. I know it was
No,
the 10th.
it was August 10th that she came back.
Just a second. Are you helping her?
No, I'm
Well,
hearing this ridiculous story for the first
Just
time.
a second. You gave me the date. It sounds
Yeah.
ridiculous. Raise your hands if you were involved
She
in the
just
robbery.
proved I was right.
No, I just
Okay,
lived it today.
could you just be quiet?
Yes.
That's your problem. Who witnessed it?
My neighbor.
Where is the neighbor?
He didn't want to give me a statement because he has to live next to her.
Okay. So what other destruction of property?
My plants.
Your plants.
Yeah, I had like a couple $100 worth of plants that I stuck at the neighbor's house because I couldn't put them all in my car when I moved.
And?
They saw her come out and tear them apart like this.
Madam, I need the proof of that. Where's the neighbor?
They have to live next
Okay,
to her,
you
so they
have no
won't give
case,
me.
both of you. I don't know where you think you were coming. Well, you think you were coming to a tea party, but you're not coming to a tea party. You're coming to a court. You have to have proof. If the neighbor isn't here, you don't have proof.
Well, harassment. She just wet my toilet paper. So I
You
couldn't
know
have
who's
toilet
being?
paper to
I
use.
have to tell you who's being
I
harassed
have a
here.
witness right here.
I have to tell you who's being harassed here. By both of you, because you're both the two most irritating people that I've had all morning. Of course, this is my first case, so it can only go up from here. You both
he's
have
my
no
witness.
case against each other.
Your Honor.
For destruction of property. We're done. Goodbye.
Your Honor.
This court is adjourned.
Oh my, I just wanted to sue her for unpaid rent. When I discovered after she left, after she moved out of the house, that's when I found all the destruction.
It is what it is.
She poured water into my vacuum with soap, so when I turned it on, it shocked me and then blew up.
She bought a vacuum cleaner, it was used, but that's what happens when you buy used stuff.
Told her I didn't want to live with her anymore, and then she suddenly, just
You know, when I was in college, I had a roommate, and I hated it. And finally, I said, you know, I don't care if they put me in a closet. I just want to be by myself. But economics today mandate, you know, that people do what they can to have proper housing. So sometimes you have to live with strangers.
Yeah, I mean, that happened to me my freshman year, and I moved in with you instead, so that worked out. No, but I do think we do get a lot of comments about your favorite saying when it comes to roommates: if you don't like it, move. And I think in today's, like you said, economic landscape, that's really not an option for a lot of people. People get stuck in these sorts of situations. But I think the courts are not the right place to bring your roommate squabbles unless you have legitimate proof, legitimate witnesses, legitimate damages, more than she messed up my plants. So.
And both of them knew that they didn't have proof. But I still think it's so difficult for unrelated people who have idiosyncratic behavior. I mean, it's hard enough when you're married to live with somebody, right? Who
I know
you
you're talking
allegedly
about
love. Who you allegedly love. And clearly, these two ladies both are quirky.
Yeah.
A little quirky, whatever that quirk is it's unfortunate that they spent 6 months miserable
Yeah.
together. And maybe the plaintiff would ultimately be better off if she had a studio apartment
Sure.
rather than having to rent rooms to strangers and then having to learn to get along with a whole bunch of other people.
All right. Nah, this case. This is one of those where I'm like, seriously, y'all went to court for this? So quick breakdown. One woman rents a house. She rents out rooms. Other woman moves in. At first, fine. Then she loses her job. Rent becomes an issue. House gets messy. Tension builds. And I'm like, yeah, this is about to go bad. Now the main tenant says, she didn't pay rent. She destroyed my stuff. The roommate says, she kicked me out unfairly. She damaged my stuff too. So basically, she did this. No, she did that. Seriously? Now here's the biggest problem. No proof. And this is where I fully agree with the judge. You can't just say, she broke my things. Okay, where's the evidence? No witness. No clear proof, except one thing. A witness saw her cut a lamp cord. That's it. Everything else? Just stories. Now, about the rent. She says 2 months unpaid, but no receipts, no record. Again, no proof. And that kills the whole case. Now on the eviction side. Wrongful eviction. Nah, I don't agree. If 2 roommates can't live together, someone has to leave. That's real life. Now my real opinion. Both of them messed up. Main tenant. No written agreement. No rent records. That's careless. Roommate. Payment issues. Staying in a toxic situation. Also not clean. And both turned a simple roommate problem into a courtroom case with nothing solid. Seriously? Judge said it best. You both have no case. Game over. Final take? No proof, no case. No structure, just chaos. No communication, CEA, court drama. If you want more real reactions like this, subscribe. Stay locked in. Because these cases, they're real life lessons.